So we'll go with the second problem of a dual combustion cycle. So the problem statement is something like this. As you can see on the right side, the problem statement, right? It is visible, no? Problem number 2. An engine working on a dual combustion cycle draws air at 1 bar and 27 degrees Celsius. So this is the uh, pressure and the temperature at the beginning of the compression stroke. So at the beginning of the compression stroke, at point 1 the pressure is 1 bar, and at point 1 the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. 27 plus 273, you have to convert it into Kelvin, and the maximum pressure is limited to 55 bar. So here the pressure is given, maximum pressure. So maximum pressure you are getting at point 3 or at point 4. So in the dual combustion cycle, point 3 and point 4 both are same. I will show you the TS diagram here so that it will be easy for you to understand. The TS diagram for, as you can see here, this is the TS diagram for dual combustion. So as you can see, the maximum pressure points are point number 3 and point number 4. This is the maximum pressure point. And here, as you can see from the PV diagram, P3 is equal to P4. P3 is equal to P4. So the maximum pressure is given, that is 55 bar, 55 bar. Okay. Then compression ratio is 15, right? Compression ratio R is 15. Then if the heat transfer at constant volume is the twice at that of constant pressure. So here one condition is given. If the heat transfer at constant volume is twice, as you can see, heat is added, as you can see here. So in this PV diagram, the heat is added at constant volume. So during point 2 to 3, heat is been added at constant volume, and at same time heat is been added at constant pressure during the process 3 to 4. So this is the dual combustion cycle. As you can see here, 2 to 3 represent constant volume, and during this process heat addition takes place. Along with that, during the process 3 to 4 also, during the 3 to 4 process, heat is been added. How the heat is been added? At constant pressure. As you can see here, line 3 to 4 is at constant pressure and line 2 to 3 is at constant volume. So 2 to 3 heat is been added at constant volume, and from 3 to 4 the heat is been added at constant pressure. Okay, so this is the PV diagram, right? So here one condition is given, as you can see here. If the heat transfer at constant volume is twice that of constant pressure, so during the constant volume it is the twice of that of constant pressure. So this condition has been given over here. So here we need to determine.
Police band mado.
Here we need to determine cutoff ratio, that is rho cutoff ratio. Then explosion ratio beta is to be calculated. Along with that, temperature at the silent points. So temperature at silent points means we need to calculate temperature at T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5. So at all the silent points, so from T1 to from point number 1 to point number 5, we need to calculate all the temperature values. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. If some of the values are given, okay, then let it be. The values which are unknown, that temperature values to be calculated. So usually in previous problem, what it has been asked, calculate temperature and pressure at silent points. So along with temperature in previous problem, pressure is also asked. Pressure and temperature at all the silent points. Okay. So point number 3 is you need to calculate the temperature at all the silent points. Then fourth is to determine air standard efficiency. So air standard efficiency is also to be calculated. So first we'll extract the given data from this problem. So as I told you, P1 is 1 bar, as you can see here, P1. So P1 is 1 bar and T1 is 27 plus 273, that is 303 Kelvin. So as I told you, during constant pressure heat addition, so that is during the constant pressure, P3 and P4 are the maximum pressure points. So here the maximum pressure that is given, that is, it is limited to 55 bars. Maximum pressure is limited to 55 bars. So if you observe the PV diagram carefully, you will come to know this P3 is equal to P4 is equal to 55 bar. Then compression ratio RC is given 15. Then heat transfer during the process 2 to 3 is equal to 2 times the heat transfer during the process 3 to 4. Okay, so this condition is given. So heat transfer at constant volume is twice the constant pressure, is twice the constant pressure. So here we need to calculate this cutoff ratio rho, then explosion ratio beta, then temperatures T2, T1 is already given in the problem, that is 27 degrees Celsius. So we need to calculate T2, T3, T4 and T5. Along with that, we need to calculate air standard efficiency. So this is the problem statement, right? So you have to observe the problem statement carefully and you have to extract the given data. Okay, now we'll go with the very first step during the process 1 to 2. So as you can see here, this is the PV diagram. If possible, you draw this PV diagram so that it will be easy for you to understand this. Just draw the PV diagram or just draw it, okay, so that it will be easy for me also to explain the things. Okay, just you draw within 1 minute or 2 minutes. Draw this PV diagram so that I can explain it in more proper way.
ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ ಲಘು ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಬಂದೈತ್ರಿ.
Who is this Radhe? Radhe, please don't do mess. Hello. So please avoid such things. You are in professional course. Please better utilize your time. Don't mess with this all nonsense things. So you are drawing the lines, blue lines. Radhe, who is this? Okay. So I have drawn this PV diagram so that I can explain it in the much proper way. Okay, we'll go with the problem now. Okay, so during the process 1 to 2, right? During the process 1 to 2, P2 by P1 is equal to RC raised to gamma, right? So this is the condition for process 1 to 2. So it is a adiabatic compression process. So the same we can write in terms of P2
Sir, I
is
didn't
equal to
understand problem, sir.
problem you are not getting. This problem, okay, so basically this is a
Yes,
problem, basically this is a problem related to a dual combustion cycle, right? Dual combustion cycle. So in dual combustion cycle, what happens, there are two. So this is the PV diagram. As you can see, this is the PV diagram for dual combustion process. So here you can see, so this 1 to 2 process, this is the process of dual combustion cycle is something like this. If you plot on the PV diagram, so it is something like this. So here process 1 to 2 is a adiabatic compression process. So compression is taking place during this process 1 to 2, and 2 to 3 heat is being added at constant volume. Heat is being added at constant volume. As you can see on x-axis, volume V is there, right? So the heat is added. So during 3 to 4, 2 to 3 process, heat is being added. Later on, there is one more process 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4, here also heat is being added. During this process also heat is added, but here the line 3 to 4 is at constant pressure. So heat addition takes place at two different steps. So heat is added during the constant volume process, also heat is been added, and at same time during the process 3 to 4, during the process 3 to 4, that is at constant pressure, also the heat is been added. So heat is been added in two sections, two parts. During constant volume, heat is been added. During constant pressure, also heat is been added. Then during for the process 4 to 5, so this is the expansion process from 4 to 5. So here, as the piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center, its volume will increase. As you can see, the volume is increasing, and at same time as the volume increases, the pressure reduces. So pressure drops during the process 4 to 5. As the volume at this point number 4 is the TDC point of the piston, whereas point number 5 is the bottom, usually be bottom, we call it as bottom dead center of the piston. So the piston will gradually glide from TDC position to BDC position. So it is the expansion process that is taking place. So here the volume decreases, volume increases, and at same time pressure decreases. Volume increases and pressure decreases. Please mute your, okay. So volume will increases and same time pressure will decrease. So this is how this P, and from process 5 to 1, from process 5 to 1, heat is been that is rejected outside the engine cylinder, right? So during the process 5 to 1. So this is, so basically to understand this, you have to go through the all the processes which I have given in the notes. I have given in the notes all the processes, how actually this all process works. Okay, no doubt we have also gone through the
ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ, ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡ, ರೇಡ್ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ.
Okay, we have gone through this processes of all the processes of dual combustion cycle. So to understand this dual combustion cycle, first you should be very much familiar with the Otto cycle. Along with that, you should be very much familiar with the diesel cycle. So it is a combination of both Otto cycle as well as diesel cycle. It is a combination of both Otto cycle and dual cycle. So please, all of you, no doubt it is not that very hard. Please go through the previous cycles. So such as Otto cycle, diesel cycle, Otto, then Carnot cycle. Go through the numericals of that. Then only you can able to understand this this dual cycle. Okay. Okay. Now coming to this problem statement again. Okay, coming to this problem again. So here the very first process, as I told you, during the process 1 to 2, P2 by P1 is equal to RC raised to gamma. So this is equal to P2 is equal to, as you can see here, P2 is equal to P raised to P into R raised to gamma. So this is the general expression to calculate the pressure. So during this process 1 to 2, so here P2, just substitute the values here, just substitute the values. So this is P1, P2 is equal to P1 R raised to gamma it is. So P2 is equal to 1 into 15 raised to 1.4. So the pressure at point 2 will be 44.31. Then coming to this explosion ratio beta is given by the, that is, it is the ratio of P3 by P2, right? This we call it as explosion ratio. So we know the value of P2, we have just now calculated. We also know the value of P3. P3 and P4 both are same. Just substitute the values here. 55 bar is already given in the problem statement, and P2 is the pressure that we have already calculated. Just substitute these values, you will get this explosion ratio as 1.24. Now coming to this T2. So T2 parameter is also required to calculate here. So T2, because all the temperature here in the problem statement, it is clearly mentioned, calculate the temperature at all the silent points, right? So that's why we need to calculate T2 here. So during the process 1 to 2, T2 by T1 is equal to R raised to gamma minus 1. So this is the expression that holds good for adiabatic compression. So this T2 is equal to T1 R raised to gamma minus 1. So just substitute the values here. We know all the values. We know the T1 value. We know the compression ratio R value. We also know the gamma value. Gamma is 1.4. It is constant. It is the specific heat constant, right? Cp by Cv. Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. So T1 is already given. Compression ratio is also given. So just substitute all the values. So here you will get 303. So 303 it is. You just correct it. So 273. Okay, no, it is 300. Yes, it is correct. You correct it here. T1 is equal to, I have written 303. It is actually 300. 300 into 15 raised to 1.4 minus 1. So you'll get the value of T2 here. T2 is equal to 866.25 Kelvin. So this is for the process 1 to 2. Okay, now coming to this process 2 to 3. So again, this relation holds good here. So as you can see, you can observe it properly. P2 V2 by T2 is equal to P3 V3 by T3. So this is the actual process is there. P3 V3 by P2 V2 by T2 is equal to P3 V3 by T3. So here, since during the process 2 to 3, the volume is constant. So that's why V and V get cancelled here. So actual expression is P2 V2 divided by T2 is equal to P3 V3 divided by T3T. Actually, this is the expression. So here, since during the process 2 to 3, the volume remain constant. So that's why this V2 and V3 get cancelled there. Okay, so this expression will reduce to P2 by T2 is equal to P3 by T3. So from this expression, we can calculate T3. T3 is equal to that is rho divided by P3 into T2, right? So this sorry, this T3 is equal to, we can easily calculate that P3 by P2 into T2, right? So this is the expression what you are getting from this process 2 to 3. T3 is equal to P3 by P2 into T2. Okay. Now you substitute the values. So you will get T3 is equal to 1.24 into 886.25. So we'll get the value of T3 is equal to 1100 Kelvin. 1100 Kelvin. So this is the value of a T3. So if you go through the PV diagram, you will come to know where exactly the T3 value is. As you can see, so this is the PV diagram, whereas this is the TS diagram. This is the TS diagram. So on this TS diagram, you can see this is the point number 3 will represent. So point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This represents the temperature at the silent points. So this is the TS diagram, T and S, right? Temperature entropy diagram it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is, so these points represent temperature. And so as you can see, T3 is the point, this point from during the process 2 to 3S, this point. So this is the point where just now we have calculated the value of T3. Okay. Similarly, we need to calculate T4 is also to be calculated. Along with that, T5 is also to be calculated. So now we'll go with that part. So now we'll move to the process that is 2 to 3, right? So one condition is given here. One condition is given. Heat transfer during the process 2 to 3 is twice the heat transfer during the process 3 to 4. So this is clearly mentioned in the problem. Q3. So Q2 to 3 heat transfer during the process 2 to 3 is twice the heat transfer of, that is Q3 to 4. So this value, this has been clearly mentioned. It is given in the problem statement. So I try to write the expression in terms of Cv into T3 minus T2. This is the expression for heat addition during the process 2 to 3. And so, and the Cp into T4 minus T5 is the heat addition process during the process 3 to 4, right? So this is how you have to write the expression. So as you can see, heat addition during the process 2 to 3 is given by Cv into bracket T3 minus T2. Similarly, for heat addition during the process 3 to 4, it is given by Cp, that is given by Cp into bracket T4 minus T3. but it is 2 times because it is 2 times. It is mentioned here 2 times. It is already given in the problem statement. Okay. So now we'll substitute these values, right? And we can calculate T4 here. So as you can see, T4 is the only unknown. T4 is the only unknown in this expression. So as you can see, so T3 value is known, T2 value is also known. We also know the CP by CV ratio we have, or you just substitute the values individually also, no problem. So here in this equation, T4 is the only parameter which is unknown, Okay. Now substitute these values. So the specific heat at constant volume for air, it is 0.71. So it is constant. And similarly, the CP value for air is 1.005. So these two are the constants, right? These two are the constants for air. This is the CV value 0.71, and this is the CP value, that is 1.005. So these two are the constant. Just to substitute here. So here T3 is 1100 minus T2 is 886.25 is equal to 2 into 1.005 into T4 minus 1100. So if you substitute all these values in this equation, you will get T4 is equal to 1176.3 Kelvin. Okay. So this is the PV diagram of this problem, as you can observe. So this is the PV diagram. On left side it is PV diagram, on right side it is TS diagram, temperature entropy diagram. Okay. Now coming to this process 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4. During the process 3 to 4, as you can see here also, during the process 3 to 4 also, the heat is been added. Heat is been added during the process 3 to 4. So here to calculate this efficiency, we require this cutoff ratio, right? Cutoff ratio rho value is required. So this cutoff ratio rho value is required. So this cutoff ratio is given by, so this cutoff ratio, these all expressions holds good for cutoff ratio. So please observe it carefully. So it is V3 by T3. V3 by T3 is equal to V4 by T4. And this is equal to V4 by V3 is equal to T4 by T3, right? By rearranging it. So by rearranging it, you will get this. And you can calculate this cutoff ratio of either by taking the ratio of T4 by T3, or you can calculate this cutoff ratio by taking the ratio of V4 by V3. So both here holds good here. Okay. So either you go with the V4 by V3 or you go with the T4 by T3. Depending upon the given data, we can calculate this cutoff ratio. So here I will go with the temperature. I will go with the T4 by T3. So this cutoff ratio T4 is value is 1176.3 Kelvin divided by T3 is 1100 Kelvin. So if you take the ratio of these two, you will get this cutoff ratio as 1.07 will be the cutoff ratio during the process 3 to 4. Now coming to this process 4 to 5, during the process 4 to 5, so here we need to calculate T5 here, right? So we need to calculate T5. For that, we have to go with the expression that is T5 by T4. Okay, T5 by T4 is equal to 1 divided by RE raised to gamma. So this is the expression, right? This is the expression for that is process 4 to 5, right? 4 to 5, you observe it carefully. 4 to 5, it is a expansion process. Okay, the same equation we can rewrite, right? Since it is a expansion, RE is there, right? RE, expansion ratio, it is RE. So if I replace it by compression ratio, then the expression will be rho raised to gamma minus 1 divided by compression ratio raised to gamma minus 1. So the RE stands for expansion, whereas RC stands for RC stands for compression ratio. Hello. Okay. So you have to.
सर मुझे कुछ भी नहीं समझ रहा है कि इस एग्जाम में मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा, सुसाइड करने की नौबत आ जाएगी सर, क्या करेंगे सर?
See, you should not lose your hopes. You should work on this. See, just now the semester has been started. अभी just now the semester has started. अभी start होके 15-20 दिन हुआ है. So you can work on this this subject. उतना hard नहीं है subject. It is very easy actually. The only thing is you are not showing interest to the towards your studies. What I feel.
पहले की भी मेरे 4 पेपर बैक हैं सर.
So you work on those. So don't lose your heart. You work. जब तक आप उसके ऊपर वर्क नहीं करेंगे तब तक आप लोगों को उसका ये नहीं मालूम होगा. So you have to work. You have to honestly, dedicatedly, you have to work on all the subjects. Then only you can clear the subjects. See, ऐसा नहीं है
सर
कि
मैं बहुत कोशिश कर रहा हूँ सर पढ़ाई में, लेकिन कुछ ये नहीं समझ रहा है, कुछ बहुत ये हो रहा है सर. क्या करेंगे सर?
वो देखो, अगर तुमको ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो यू कैन कम ये कुछ एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस वगैरह लेंगे. एनी हाउ आई विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द सब्जेक्ट्स प्रॉपरली फॉर यू. अगर ऐसा कुछ डाउट्स है तो यू गो थ्रू द सब्जेक्ट. अगर कहाँ पे तो तुम लोगों को कहाँ पे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो मुझे कॉल करो. आई ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन इट ऑन द फोन. पहले पढ़ाई तो स्टार्ट करो. फर्स्ट यू वर्क ऑन द सब्जेक्ट. अगर वहां पे कुछ मालूम नहीं हो रहा है तो यू कैन कॉल मी एनी टाइम. यू कैन कॉल मी. आई विल ट्राई टू क्लेरिफाई योर डाउट्स.
देखते ही डरा है, समझने के तो दूर गए, देखते ही डरा आ गया सर.
No, it is not like that. See, all the mechanical engineers, what I am telling you, see, carefully listen. All the mechanical engineers have cleared this subject. ये ऐसा नहीं है कि क्लियर नहीं होता है करके. नो डाउट डिफिकल्ट इज बिट डिफिकल्ट. थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है. थोड़ा. इफ यू वर्क ऑन दैट देन इट विल बी इजी. See, all the mechanical engineers in this world though have cleared this subject. It is not as difficult. इतना difficult भी नहीं है. Okay, be positive. Be positive on your subjects. Okay, start working. Give your time to each subject. कुछ time schedule बना लो. रोज 1 घंटा 2 घंटा 3 घंटा. You work on each subject. You will come to know. Okay. Okay, now we'll move to the process that is 4 to 5. So it is a expansion process, right? It is expansion process T5 by T4. So from this we can easily generate the equation that is T5 is equal to T4 into gamma raised to rho raised to gamma minus 1 divided by R raised to gamma minus 1. So just substitute the values, right? Just substitute the values. You will get T5 is equal to 409.2 Kelvin. Okay. So as you can see, so in this equation, right, we have calculated in this problem, we have calculated T2, T3, T4, T5, right? So temperatures at all the silent points we have calculated. So here, why we need to calculate this rho and beta, right? We have also calculated this rho and beta. Rho is this cutoff ratio and beta is the explosion ratio. Beta is the explosion ratio. So no doubt we have calculated those two values also. Why we have calculated? Because if you go through this efficiency equation, right, this is the efficiency equation for dual combustion cycle. So here beta value is there. As you can see, you can observe here beta value is there. Along with that, rho value is also there. Rho value is also there. So beta and rho, right? Beta is explosion ratio and rho is cutoff ratio. So we have calculated these two also. As you can see, beta is here, rho is here, right? So what is you have to remember this expression. You have to remember this expression. Just write the expression properly and just substitute all the values. And here you need to operate the calculators very properly, right? Here you need to operate the calculators properly. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे students, most of the students commit mistake while operating the calculators. So you have to be very careful while using the calculators. Okay, make sure this. Okay. So just substitute the values. Just substitute the values over in that efficiency equation, right? 1 minus 1 divided by R raised to gamma minus 1, right? Here you can see R is compression ratio is 15 raised to gamma is 1.4 minus 1 multiplied by beta is 1.24 we have calculated, and rho value is 0. That is, let me check, 1.01. It is 1.01 raised to gamma. Gamma is 1.4 minus 1. whole divided by, that is 1.24 minus 1. Beta value is 1.24 plus beta is 1.24 into that is gamma is 1.24, right? So I have written beta and I have interchanged these values. You can see here beta and gamma. So first I have written for gamma and second I have written for beta, multiplied by rho is, the value of rho is 1.07 minus 1. Okay, operate the calculators properly, you will get the efficiency is equal to 0.7589. Okay, so this is the decimal value. If you convert it into percentage, it will be 75.89. Okay, so this is, see, you need to practice some problems. So hardly for each cycle, either it may be a Carnot cycle or it may be Otto cycle, diesel cycle or dual combustion cycle. Only thing is required, you have to solve at least 3 to 4 problems in each of the cycles, right? Then only you will be familiar कौन सा इक्वेशन कहाँ पे लगाना है, वो आप लोगों को समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, so कौन सा इक्वेशन, so for all the compression process equations are same, for all the expansion process also equations are same, right? So you have to work on this. जब तक आप लोग उसके ऊपर वर्क नहीं करेंगे, it is a bit difficult for you to understand. Okay, yes, Sachin, are you there? Sachin Namdar, Sachin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, Syed Shahbaz Pirzadeh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then Yasin Mullah, are you there? Okay, see, to clear this subject, let me give some tips how to clear this subject. So for this subject, see, this subject is totally imaginary kind of subject. Okay, ATD as your BTD it was there, no, it is an extension of that BTD part. So as you have studied this BTD, it needs little bit of imagination kind of work, right? Similarly here also you need some imagination, because we won't go with the actual processes. We can't explain how actually this dual combustion cycle, these are all imaginary cycles. So these cycles can be implemented to some applications, right? अभी हम ड्यूअल कंबशन साइकिल के ऊपर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, right? It is very hard for us to go through to visualize you for dual combustion cycle. अभी ऐसा कौन सा भी इंजन है नहीं है कि वो ड्यूअल कंबशन साइकिल पे रन होता है, right? So these are all imaginary cycles. You have to expand your imagination, right? Then only you can understand the things. These are all imaginary cycles. So with these imaginary cycles, we are going to develop some cycles that, such as either it may be Otto cycle that is petrol engine, the petrol PV diagram for petrol engine. So it is this resembling to the Otto cycle. It is not exactly that of Otto cycle. जो पेट्रोल इंजन चलता है, पेट्रोल इंजन बेसिकली वी कॉल इट एज ऑटो साइकिल, बट दिस एक्चुअल ऑटो साइकिल इज समथिंग डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द actual gasoline cycle, that is petrol engine cycle. So there is a lot of variation, but ये थोड़ा बहुत up to 60-70% it matches. So these are all ये सभी जो cycles हैं, what you are studying, Carnot cycle, diesel cycle, Otto cycle, dual combustion, these all are imaginary cycle. So you have to expand your imagination. Okay. Okay, if you are having any doubts, you can ask me. So tomorrow we will go with the third numerical of this dual cycle. If possible, tomorrow we will go with third and fourth, both the numericals we try to finish off. Okay. Is any doubt? Sachin, Yasin, if you
No,
have
sir.
the,
No, sir. No, sir. No, no.
okay, again I kindly request you to go through the all the processes of each of the cycle, and you please start working on your assignments. Yeah, assignment already I have posted, no doubt I have posted today assignment for ATD first assignment. पहले 15-20 दिन पहले भी मैंने पोस्ट किया था आपके ग्रुप में, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, फिर से एक बार आज भी किया हूँ. You start working on those assignments, you will come to know what are the processes that takes place in each of the cycle and how to solve the problems. थोड़ा सा वर्क करना पड़ेगा। अगर ये समझ में आ गया, समझो फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल समझ में आ गया, तो देन इट इज सिमिलर। ये जो सेकेंड मॉड्यूल है इट इज वेरी सिमिलर टू द फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल। फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल आ गया समझो, सेकेंड मॉड्यूल भी आप लोगों को आ गया। ओके ओके, so time is hardly 2 minutes is there. If you are having any doubts you can ask me. और क्या तो डाउट्स है तो पूछ सकते हैं। और shall I wind up the session?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you for attending the session. Thank you.